hit, the reliable fighters right now are Leomord and Badang.
Yeah.
They can try the Roger, but let's look at these two fighters and Resurgence. They could ban one out. They could easily just ban out the
Your
Leomord over
team
here.
is
That's
banned.
true. That's true. They could really like pinch Sabah top player to forcing them into something a little, something really low tier
Yeah.
or something unconventional.
Yeah,
I mean, then again, there
yeah.
is Lapu Lapu, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
kind of there as well. Decently safe, makes quite a big impact with the ultimate, the Chieftain's Rage, but I still think Leomord kind of fits that role a lot better.
Yeah, as we discussed, Lapu Lapu is strong. It's more or less like, do you have enough practice with it?
Yeah.
You know, because that's another thing that we have to factor in. Because the thing is, pro players, you know, being at
Your
this level of the
team
game,
is
they feel like
picking.
I can play anything.
Give me anything.
Give me anything. I
got this. I got this.
But realistically, if you haven't played Lapu Lapu for say 4 months, then it's gonna be a little bit off, right? Because
Yeah.
the thing about when the more practice you have with that hero, you kind of have the muscle memory, you kind of have the instinct to know like, okay, this fight I can take this much damage, I can deal this much damage, etc., etc. But if you haven't played for a while, ooh,
Your team
Cyclops.
is picking.
Cyclops is interesting because Cyclops has been buffed recently,
Yeah.
where his spell damage has increased to 100%. So, interesting.
Interesting pick. I want to kind of see how he plays out a little bit more, especially in pro play. Like, yes, he has been buffed, and we've definitely seen him in solo queue for sure.
Yes,
People have
yes.
been testing him out. The real question is, how does he fare up, especially at the highest level of competition? Sabah top player, especially if your Resurgence like, hey, let's test this out. I think it's a good time.
Yep. So right now, Sabah top lane, they are opting up for the carry, which is a very, very solid. And Hayabusa as an offlaner, I would say it's okay.
Yeah,
He can be played very, very
Your
safely.
team is picking.
Just farm up, get your items, and then if you can join the team fight, just like Chiku, he can.
Hellcurt.
Hellcurt has been buffed. His silence has been buffed from 0.8 seconds to 1.5, and the second skill damage has been buffed.
True, but is it necessary this round? Like, I don't know.
We will see, but right now, let's get to watch the video first, and then we'll get right into the game.
Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
We are at our second match between Sabah top lane and Resurgence. Resurgence did manage to get the first game. So now we can see whether Sabah top lane, they can get a comeback and make this into a 3-game series.
Yeah, and again, Sabah top player, they have taken wins off some of the big teams before, but they just can't seem to close out the games in best of threes. Resurgence looking pretty good, and they are bringing out some interesting picks here with the Cyclops. Let's see how that kind of works out for them.
Yeah, so for me, the Hellcurt pick, I still remember it being really, really strong, especially against Lunas, because the silence is really strong. So far, if I remember correctly, Sabah top player, their lineup isn't really that tanky. So do you think that the Hellcurt will play especially aggressive, trying to get early assassinations? Because, you know, the HP bars on all the heroes are pretty low.
Agreed. I do think they can try and force it out, but I think more importantly, it's more of like, can you get that initial push?
Yeah.
Can you get that? Because you can't be aggressive if you still have to push your lane. If you get outpushed, then you're just forced to sit there, absorb the wave, and then come there a second later. Resurgence, I'm guessing they are looking to play that rotational game. Because Cyclops can easily clear waves.
Yes.
That's not once he hits level 2, he has Grok kind of with him. He gets his first item. It's not going to be too difficult for him to kind of make an impact on the opposite side of the lane.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the rotation is going to be really, really fast over here. Right now, we can see that it's going to be a 2-2-1 where the bottom lane will be the sole lane between the Hayabusa and the Talmud. So far, we can see that the Talmud is pushing Hayabusa back a little bit. And right now, I can see a different rotation by Resurgence where they let go of the mid lane creep and they just went for the jungle over there at the side.
Yeah, I think at this point they're just trying to make the most efficient path possible. They lose a minion, which I don't think matters too much in the grand scale of things, but
oh, look at Freedom. Freedom is gonna go down just over there. This is a very good Thamus play over here where he basically denies any kind of farm from Hayabusa.
some high level play. And more importantly, like they know for a fact, like, oh hey, They went to the opposite side of the lane. They called it and they told Thomas like, hey, you pretty much have free lane. You don't have to worry about the mid laner. We just checked them out. They just went off to the top side of the map.
Yeah, and right now over here we can look at the bottom lane where Thomas is again pushing against Freedom. Freedom is still level 1 over here, but Sana, he has to be careful. He's so low in HP, but wow, look.
Oh boy.
That one is here, and Arts making sure that he's gonna die. But right now the Kaja is still level 1. Prowler is still level 3. Resurgence, they do have a very big level advantage over here, and right now Sabah top lane, they have to be careful because Resurgence are still there, but it looks like they're not going to take the fight over there.
Huh, kind of interesting how they're all still level 1 at this point in time.
Yeah.
I would have assumed, did they buy the mask late or something? Or, because I'm pretty sure that level 2 would have hit if they were running masks here.
I think they ran masks from the start of the game, so yeah. And over here we can see the Hellcat going in, the Hellcat trying to burst down the Lunas, and look at how fast she went down. Right now they're going straight for the turtle. I don't think Hayabusa should go in, even though he has a retribution. It's going to be very, very risky over here.
Yeah, I mean, he could go for an attempt, but he is falling behind. And the more he delays himself, denying himself the items, it just makes it way harder for his team to come back.
Yeah, I do agree that he has to get any kind of farm that he can right now, but he's not having a very good time over here. The Tamos is really conquering his lane, and over here we can see the Hellcat can burst down the Lunas in basically one combo, so she has to be careful herself. Right now Freedom is being engaged on by Sana, but Sana is just more or less making sure that he remembers that he is there.
Yeah, just being aggressive, face checking as much as he can, just to tell them like, hey, I'm not gonna let you go through. Ooh, the plays!
Right now Lun is going in, and he is going to burst down the Curva. The damage is so fast, and just like Gideon said, Resurgence is looking for a very, very fast rotating kind of composition, and this is the result. It's like, oh, they were just admit. Oh wait, now they're at top. Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, with the superior pushing, I mean, they're doing a great job, and this kind of unlocks Sana because they're putting so much pressure on the opposite side of the map that he can't do it. He's just gonna keep fighting him here, 1-on-1.
Oh, look at that! Freedom
does not win this.
He really can't do anything. Like, what can Sabah top player do now? Like, they are so far behind. Right now, it's 3,000 gold difference. And over here we can see that Prowler is getting engaged on, but he is able to run out from there. And you know, it was lucky he had a brilliance, because if not, I have no question he's gonna go down.
Oh wait, Sana, he's just gonna have to pull out. The rest of the team is able to rotate on him, but Sana is just ready to get skedaddle at that point of time. I think for now, Sabah top player they kind of have to give up objectives accordingly. They just have to make sure they call their team members and say, hey, if this dive is going to, oh no, it clips him.
Yeah, right now I can see that Arts with the Kaja does want to pick someone off, but it's not easy. It's not easy, especially with how the Grok is opening up the map for Resurgence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Over here we can see Aeon and Lun. They're getting ready to engage on someone. Oh no, X-Slash, he is gonna get engaged on, and Lun is actually still waiting. He opens up his ultimate. He's gonna go in. He's aiming for Prowler, and right now we can see that, oh, actually he went down, and right now Clinzy, he is all by himself. He has to be careful. Arts and X-Slash, I don't think that's a fight that you want to go against. So right now, the Hellcat, I don't know what happened, but he was kind of being sandwiched by, you know, every direction possible, and I don't know why he was positioned that way.
Yeah, I think at that point he wanted to get as many people as possible with the silence after he popped the ult, which I think was a good idea. However, what he didn't account for was ADC actually, you know, being just outside of the silence, locking him down with the Divine Judgment, and instantly he just pops at that point in time, because what can he do? But he bought enough time to make it happen.
And over here we can see Aeon trying to flicker in, probably trying to kick someone with the Way of the Dragon, but he was just a little bit too late. Over here I can see that Az doesn't have his ultimate, so perhaps he used the Divine Judgment to stop the engage.
Yep, it's not keeping control of the lane. They haven't. Sabah top player have not been able to take any of these outer turrets here, as Resurgence slowly but surely itching forward and taking ground from Sabah top player.
Yeah, and over here Lun is getting engaged on, but he's just gonna open his ultimate. He has to run away. But right now he has to be careful. The Kaja is there, but the Kaja was silent. No Divine Judgment from you, my good sir.
Well played. Coming in from Resurgence, they were able to, you know, make a kill down on Freedom, and Freedom is just not having this game at all.
Oh, and right now, Quincy has engaged onto the Cyclops, and the Cyclops is going to go down. Right now, Mr. V is going to follow suit unless he is able to run away And yes, he is able to run away right now. Aeon is trying to help his team out, but is he gonna do anything right now? Nah, nothing's gonna happen. But right now, Frollo, he is getting engaged on. He has to pop his brilliance. He has to run away. But right now, Quincy, he has been kicked. But I don't think that's the direction you want to go. Lun is here. He is looking for an opportunity. And right now, the Joe has gone down. Lun thought he could have bursted him down, but he didn't. And right now, Lun is going to go down to the carry. The carry got a double kill. And right now, Sana is trying to sustain. Oh, look at that sustain, but the triple kill still going over to the carry. And that's not the hero that you want to give your kills to. Right now, the marksman, like, over the gold, it's not even as of yet, but still, the carry is getting the gold. He is going to scale up, and he's going to be scary.
Yeah, really great play coming in for Sabah top player. They managed to squeeze out of that situation, and now they are ahead in kills. And Resurgence kind of made a big oopsie there.
Yeah, I kind of agree. It looked like a lot of mistakes has been happened over there. Very different from the first game, but right now we can see Quincy getting caught out. I'll be keep attacking, but a little bit too tanky over there. It looks like the Cyclops does not have the damage as of yet, and right now, Aeon, he's going away. He wants to use the Way of the Dragon on Prowler, but very good reflex there. You're using the Brilliance just to get away.
Yeah, I saw the opportunity. I was like, nah, I'm not going to deal with this. Ooh, this 1v1's important here. The rest of the team is kind of rotating down. Aeon wants to kind of support Lucky.
Oh, Aeon goes in, and Way of the Dragon, and right now, Lud, oh, he missed it! And, well, he still got a kill, but, you know, oopsie.
Yeah.
It's only on the MPL, you know, so, oopsie.
Ooh, a little close for comfort there. I definitely think that Shadow Kill was in session. Well, I was hoping it was going to be in session at some point, but Turtle has been slated. Now the rest of Resurgence is going to rotate down, hopefully breaking that mid-tier 1. Bottom lane is already broken. Nicholas Durant's already bought by Albi here. They ain't healing anymore.
Yep, so over here we can definitely see that Albi is playing a more sustained, heavy kind of Cyclops, where he's not focusing on the damage build right now. So I think most of the damage is gonna come from Lun, and over at the Albi with his Cyclops, it's more or less it's just slowly deal the damage. It's not gonna be a bursty kind of damage, it's just gonna be a DPS kind of damage. But over here we can see Clinzy trying to engage over there, but he didn't manage to catch anyone.
Yeah, the rest of the team is just going to slowly back away as they keep control over this top side of the map. Oh!
Look at that damage. I mean, it's not a bursty kind of damage, but still very strong.
Just enough to threaten lethal.
Yes. Oh. And right now we can see ADZ, he is trying to catch anyone, but he doesn't have a very good opportunity. It's more like he can only use it defensively. When Resurgence overextend, he will use his Divine Judgment over here. Clinzy managed to find out Aeon is there, but nothing is really going to happen over there.
Yeah.
Right now it seems like both teams are at a stalemate.
Yeah, and I don't think they can get too much here. ADZ is kind of like, you know, hovering around, waiting for it to happen, but Aeon times it perfectly, is able to get the Shunpo off, completely negating that Divine Judgment. Rest of the team coming out from the bottom side.
Yeah, right now ADZ, he doesn't have his Divine Judgment, so no engage is going to come out from him. Prowler is using his Brilliance, he managed to go away. But right now Sana, he was pushed in. Sana is still surviving. Never mind, he goes down, and Freedom will go down as well. Clinzy is going to get attacked by Albi. Albi is sustaining everything right now. Prowler is the only one to survive. He has to be careful. Albi and Lun is still there. Albi using his ultimate. Now he cannot run away. And look at that damage. Aeon goes in and Lun finishes it off, but he is tanking the turret, but the turret has gone down, so it's okay.
Great setup coming in from Sabah top player. It wasn't looking too good for them initially until the re-engagement happened on the bottom side, and especially with Albi, he's got a lot of AoE damage, especially if they line up perfectly for him. He's just going to knock them down one by one. He has the spell vamp, he's able to sustain, and he's going to be able to make it out with no issues whatsoever. Let's look at the items.
Yeah, so right now we can see Cyclops, he built the Necklace of Durance again to cancel out any kind of sustain, and he has the glowing wand, which is very interesting because the glowing wand has been buffed recently, where the damage, he will leave a burning effect, which is really good against high HP heroes. And over here we can see that Helka, he has built his Blade of Despair, so the burst is definitely going to be there, and he has a Berserker, a Scarlet Phantom, so he has the DPS as well. Over at Sabah top player, the carry has completed his Endless Battle. Right now we just have to wait for the second item for him to really get online.
Yeah, and they are slowly pulling back, but on the bottom side, you can just see Sana just continuously pushing. He isn't stopping. He is calling attention to himself, telling Sabah top players like, hey, no matter where you are, you need to deal with me. Lord is going to be rocking on the top side of the map. They have to make a decision here for the side of Resurgence if they want to get an inhibitor.
Yeah, right now the Lord is there and 3 members of Resurgence are there while 2 of them are pressuring bottom. They might want to try to get 2 inhibitor towers over here right now. Freedom is having a hard time fighting against them. Quincy trying to engage, but nothing is really happening. But they do manage to take down the Lord, and looks like Resurgence, they did not manage to get anything under there. Oh, never mind. They managed to get bottom tower.
Yeah, bottom inhibitor is wide open now. That's pretty good. Oh no, they're going for the engage! Wow, they actually get the catch onto Aeon there. That's kind of surprising. I think Aeon was just a little too far and took a little too many tower shots.
Yeah, and I think Sabah top lane, they're okay with that because at this point of time, they'll take anything that's been handed to them. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, for sure. And I think Resurgence at this point of time is like looking to try and end the game here. Kind of the same situation they were in game 1, but except they don't have as much of a lead as they would like to have. Earlier it was 2K. Oh wait,
yeah,
hold
right
on.
now Quincy, he is being caught out, but he manages to run away. He has to be careful because right now we can see that the tanks, they want to give as many information to the damage dealer as they can, and right now we can see that Lud is engaging into the Hayabusa, and that's an easy kill for him.
Yeah, Lud again is becoming gigantic. 6-2. He's very happy with his lead. Rest of the team actually goes in for the gauge.
And right now we can see Kaja is being the grunt of the damage. He has to be taken down. Right now Albi is just he's just going around and letting his stars do everything for him.
Yeah, it's just too much to actually handle, and the lockdown is so much. Just you can barely move. You see that Ultima walking towards you, you already get knocked up by the wild charge, and you're just like, just take me. Take me.
And right now we can see that all the minions are being pushed, and we can see Aeon flickering in, and he manages to get the Lunox, a very clean kill over there. Right now they are trying to get the top inhibited turret. The mid turret is in pressure as well. Freedom, what can you do right now? It looks like Quincy is gonna go down. Freedom is taking too much damage. His Divine Judgment was cancelled. I'm not sure whether it was the Cho or the Grog. Right now we can see Resurgence. They are trying to end the game. Lun taking too much damage, and Resurgence manages to make it into a clean 2-0. The second game, this game, I would say a little less clean, but still a 2-0 nonetheless.
I think what it came down to was that one big mistake right in front of that mid-tier 1, and they end up losing that. So besides that, I think Resurgence played a pretty decent game.